Do I really need to go to college, or is there another way? Let's talk about the elephant in the school counselor's office. College. You keep hearing that you have to go, like it's the only right answer to what are you doing after high school? You know that quiz? But is it really the only answer? Is college really for everyone? Now, before we get into it, full transparency, I I chose college. I went all the way up to get my doctorate, and that's 13 years of more school after high school. And that was good for me. Mind you, I worked in between and I'm still working. So I'm not anti college. I just know it's not a one size fits all. And forcing a choice before you understand it, that's where people like you and me can get stuck. So let's stick it. So here's the first thing that I want you to think about. When you say college, what are you actually picturing? Is it the frat parties and the football games? Is it a university with giant lecture halls or a small community college that feels more personal and close knit, if you will? Or maybe you want to go somewhere that's local where you can take classes part time while you work on the side. Or maybe you picture yourself studying for years to become a doctor or a psychologist or an engineer and a lawyer because your field requires it. Or you might be drawn to a more hands-on program. Think CNA, welder, vet tech, maybe someone in cybersecurity, or some sort of data analyst. Because all of it is post-secondary education. So before you decide if you're for it or against it, let's define what it even is. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do right now. Pause this video or this podcast and grab you a journal or a notebook or maybe open the notes app on your phone. Take a moment to jot down what you envision when you think of post-secondary education. That's stuff after high school. Paint a clear picture for yourself and then come right back here for more. Okay. Now that you're back and you have a clear idea of what you mean when you were considering post-secondary education, here is the next question. Ask yourself, why? So let me explain. If you know that you want to move forward with your vision of post-secondary education, ask yourself, why are you leaning towards saying yes to college or career training after high school? Is it because you're genuinely excited to learn more? Maybe you love science or you dream of becoming a marine biologist because you watched a movie. I don't know. Or is it because everyone around you says that's just what you do? You know, successful people go to college and you don't want to fall behind or maybe not live up to expectations. Those could be reasons. Now, if you're in the no or the hell no group, ask yourself, why are you leaning towards saying no? Is it because you're worried about debt, the money? Or maybe your family needs help now and getting a job right away feels like the responsible thing to do and you really, really want to help out, right? Or because it doesn't seem worth it. Like, what if you pay all of that money and still don't land a good job? It's a big investment. Maybe the job you're considering doesn't require a college degree that you know of. Those are all valid reasons too. Then you may be part of this third group, the undecided. If you're stuck in the middle, unable to commit either way, that's not a weakness. That's a signal. Indecision usually means something deeper is going on. Like there may be competing values, hidden fears, or just needing more information at time to figure it all out. And that's all right. So let me give you an example. Maybe you genuinely have no idea what you'd even study. There are so many options, and you're interested in a bunch of different things. How do you choose? How do you make that decision if you're multi-passionate? Or maybe you do know exactly what you want, but there's a barrier. I once coached someone who loved art, loved it. She drew cartoons or anime, but their family was full of engineers and they were pushing her to consider what they considered safe money making careers, like being a lawyer or joining them in engineering. If you're in a similar situation, you might freeze up, not because you don't care, but because you're caught between being true to yourself or making others proud. There are reasons that you could be wavering. That tug of war inside your head, you're not crazy. That's where the real career questions live. So don't rush to picking a side. Instead, get curious about the why behind your answer. That why might be the most important part. So whether you're in the no camp, the yes camp, or the I don't know camp, I would recommend that you find an objective person to talk it out with you. At Lifehouse, we offer free career coaching to high school students in Latrobe County, Florida. We would be happy to support your journey and help you get clarity on your why and move forward. Vibe your way into a career. To make a plan that works right for you, the trick is to ask better questions of yourself and of others. Because guess what? Clarity looks good on you. During our next episode, we're going to talk a little bit more about each of those groups. The yes group, the no groups, and the I don't knows. Each of these are valid answers to whether or not you planned or should go or could go to college and pursue a post-secondary educational degree or certificate. So please stay locked in and let's get some clarity together. So that's all for today. And if you didn't know, you're not behind, you're not lost. You're exactly where you need to be. You're just figuring out what works for you. And that's the whole point. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And if this helped give you some clarity, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you're ready for resources and next steps that make sense for your life, check out lifehouse.com. That's LYFE, because spelling it that way, it makes sense to me at least. Anyway, we'll see you. And until next time,